Welcome, coding champs! Today, we're about to crack open one of the most important building blocks in programming, variables. Ready? Let's go! All right, imagine you're in your kitchen. You open your cabinet and bam, a neat row of jars, each one labeled sugar, salt, cookies, maybe even chocolate chips. Tasty and organized. Just like those jars, a variable in programming is a container, a labeled space where you can store something. It could be a number, some text, or even a list of items. Now let's talk about how we write a variable in code. The basic syntax, or structure, goes like this. Type, variable name, equals, value. And in code, we write it like this. Type, variable name, equals, value. That's the foundation. I'll explain each part step by step, starting with types. Okay. So listen. You ever been in the kitchen staring at like 10 whole potatoes? Not mashed, not cut, just whole, solid, proud. That, my dear learners, is what we call a whole number in C#. So, in the world of C#, when we want to count whole things, like how many potatoes survived dinner prep, we use int. Yep, just int. Why? 'Cause decimals are drama, and int ain't got time for decimal drama. Decimal drama. Introducing the majestic integer. 10 whole potatoes. Not a puree, not a slice, not soup, just potatoes. But hold up, what if you're like, maybe 10.5 potatoes? 10.5? No. You can't have a potato here. Potato math says no decimals allowed. Int will crash your dreams if you try floating decimal taters in its pot. So. Okay, so watch this carefully. I wrote console.writeLine and in quotes, potato count. Guess what? It just printed the word potato count, like literally the name, not the value. Why? Because those quotation marks turned it into a string, just plain text. But the moment I removed the quotes and wrote console.writeLine, potato count, boom! It printed the actual number, 10. That's how strings and variables play their little game. Sneaky, right? Now let's try writing a decimal number. So I typed 10.5 and boom, error alert. Why? Because I'm using int, and int only allows whole numbers. No decimals allowed here. If we want to store decimal values, we'll need something else. And yep, we're going to talk about that in the next lecture. Now, I tried writing console.writeLine with potato count again. But C# didn't accept it. Why? Because I already used that name before. In C#, you can't reuse the exact same variable name in the same scope. So I gave it a fresh new name, this time peanut count. Yep, new snack, new variable. Use / to leave a note like, rewatch previous lecture for better understanding, Simple, helpful, and C# won't mind. Alrighty, and that's a wrap on the mighty int. We've counted potatoes, measured peanuts, and even battled the evil quotation marks. But hey, before you jump into practice, I highly recommend you go back and re-watch the previous lecture if you haven't already. Trust me, it'll build your basics like concrete. Strong, unshakable, chef's kiss. Now, here's your mini mission, your task. Create 3 different int variables, one for number of apples, one for pens, and one for chairs. Then, print them all using console.writeLine. Simple? Yes. Important? Absolutely. This will lock in your understanding like peanut butter on toast. And hey, if you enjoyed this little learning trip, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep the good code vibes coming. All right? See you in the next lecture where decimal dreams await.